Did Drake take it too far? He's suing the man.
Nah, I mean, that sound like a Drake move to me.
Damn, I mean,
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. The guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is one of hip-hop's most influential and recognizable and admired rappers in the world. He has one of the most streamed songs in the history, See You Again, a multi-platinum and diamond-selling hit maker, Grammy and Golden Globe nominated artist, award-winning rapper, singer, songwriter, vocalist, MC, a multi-talented actor, composer, musician, entrepreneur, executive, and entertainer, a global and a pop superstar, a cultural icon, a marijuana connoisseur, and he's an aficionado of said product. A veteran of the game, a proud dad. Here he is, Wiz Khalifa. Wiz.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Thank you.
Good. Thanks for joining us, man. I know you're busy and all, so I appreciate some of your time, man.
Nah, I appreciate you for having me.
You got your you want to tell us what you got? What you
So this is Liquid Death. This is a water company that I've been invested in.
You invested in that, okay.
A long time ago. This is McQueen. This is a liquor company that I'm invested in.
Okay.
So I figured we all just hang out together.
Okay, that's no problem with that. So this is water.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
yeah.
This is what Ash be drinking at the Jordan.
Yeah.
Man, I thought she was getting drunk on the set.
That's why people like it, because it look like
It look
like a beer, right?
Sliss, remember Sliss used to come in can. I don't know if they still make it, but he used to come in. Look
Look like a tall boy, right?
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little water, you know what I'm saying? We got to deal with Live Nation as well. So like all of the venues that Live Nation throws concerts or anything at, you're gonna get Liquid Death there.
Wow.
There's a lot of clubs. They sell it in gas stations.
Yeah.
You know, 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I did not know that was water.
Yeah.
I was wondering why people like, well, damn, y'all drinking in the middle of the day like that.
It's crazy because I give my son that and he'll go like his game and he's crushing it on the side. And it's like this dude sitting here drinking beer.
But you also have a product that Khalifa Kush.
Yeah, I have a weed company as well. Khalifa Kush is named after me and is grown off of my expertise. So the main strain is the Khalifa Kush, but we have other flavors too. There's Violet Sky, Baby Turtle, Khalifa Mints as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what all started. Your parents were in the military. So you moved around a lot. You moved around more than a Pentecostal minister family. So how difficult was it to make friends because you weren't in a location very long?
Right. It wasn't really difficult for me to make friends. I've always been the type to kind of just, blend in. Yeah, I got friends from down south. I know how they talk. I know they slang. I got family in New York. I can get down with them. I got family, I'm from Pittsburgh. So it's like I'm out here in LA, you know what I mean? I learned how to, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to just get down with the folks who are around.
Did it okay, you're in a location for 2 years. You get these great friends. You're like, yeah, man, that's my boy. And the next thing you know, you're up and move.
Gotta bounce. Yeah. Anybody who's in a military family, they know what that's like, man. I think like the older that I got, it was like, damn, I really ain't got no friends from my childhood. But like back then, it was normal to me. So I just did what I had to do.
Like when you're bouncing around, have any of those friends that you like when you was like 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, do you still have any of those people that you like was cool with back then?
I don't really got like too much contact with them now, but if they come to a show or they want to pop up, they're like, yo, that's Cam from blah, blah, blah. I still remember them.
Okay,
so,
do you?
Yeah,
okay.
Hell yeah. So we can vibe out. Like I still fuck with my partner Tyrese. I was cool with him in like 7th grade.
Okay.
Like me and him, we still got contact with each other.
You were North Dakota, South Carolina, Georgia, Oklahoma, Germany, the United Kingdom, Japan, Pittsburgh. Let's take a couple of these states and see what you remember most and what you like most about them. Okay. Let's take North Dakota because you might be the first and only black person I've ever met that have lived in North Dakota. Yeah. So I'm very interested to know what that was like for you growing up as a kid.
I don't remember shit about it. I don't, yo. My dad told me it was hella cold. That's about it. Yeah.
What about Oklahoma?
Oklahoma was fun. I played a lot of basketball down there. I chased a lot of girls down there. That's where I first started, recording my music.
Okay.
So that's when I learned how to, get my studio etiquette and all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
What part of Oklahoma?
Altus, Oklahoma.
Okay.
My stepmother was stationed down there.
Okay.
And my father opened a studio down there.
Okay.
So that's how I was able to like start practicing and shit like that.
Germany, United Kingdom. What is it like for a kid being overseas?
Yeah.
You're an American. Obviously, you're not. I mean, you probably learned the language, but it's different. The culture's a lot different over there than it is over here.
Yeah. Let me think. Really, I was a baby, so I was like really around my parents the most. You know what I mean? And then for real, my parents divorced like when I was younger.
Okay.
So my only memories of them kind of together was overseas.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's where my dad met my stepmom as well. So and she's still in my life till this day. Right. So awesome. I remember that as far as overseas as well.
Of the places that I mentioned, the North Dakota, South Carolina, Georgia, Oklahoma, Germany, United Kingdom, Japan. What's your favorite place? Do you have any fond memories? Do you go back over there? Obviously, when you're traveling, you're touring. Do you remember anything about these places?
I remember a lot about Japan and Oklahoma, but Japan, it was a different experience because I was on a military base. Yeah, exactly. But just being a kid there, it was fun as hell. It was super duper fun. But my favorite place out of all of them is always going to be Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah, that's where my family's at. That's home. You know what I mean? That's what I really connect with the most. And every time I would leave and come back, it was always to Pittsburgh. So I would leave Pittsburgh, go somewhere, and then come back. Right. So anywhere that I always went, I was always the kid from Pittsburgh.
That was the question I was going to ask you. Of all the places that you live, what was the best place, what the funnest place, what you have your fondest memories, and you mentioned Pittsburgh. Yeah. So how old were you when you got to Pittsburgh?
I was probably like 2 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. I was 2 the first time I was there, and then I was there for maybe like a year and a half or 2. Then I moved away for 2 years, and then it was on and off like that every 2 years until I was like 13 years old. Right. And then after I was 13, I was pretty much there till I was an adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Japan, did you speak the language? Were you fluent?
They had us going to like this little Japanese class, not even a Japanese school, but it was a class that we used to take that taught us like basic shit like konnichiwa, like how to count to 10. Right. But that's really it.
What about the food? I heard because this sushi. You eat sushi?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because see, that was clearly, obviously, it originated there. Yeah. And so, did you understand the culture?
I did, but I was really young. I was a teenager. So, more now, I would be on some player shit. Right. I was like a little player back then. I was playing basketball. Right. I wasn't, you know what I mean? Right. So now I'm a big old player. It'll be a different experience.
So when you go to a Japanese restaurant, you could look at the menus like, okay, I want this. So you kind of know what Japanese cuisine is.
Yeah, for sure. I know what I like, and I know what I'm willing to try. Right. And if I don't, then I'm just going to ask you, and if you say some shit that I ain't really into eating, then we ain't doing it.
But they eat live stuff over there too, right?
They eat like octopus and frogs and all that shit.
But I've had frog before, frog legs, not the whole damn frog, just the leg of it.
Frog in their mouth.
Hell no. Not the whole frog, just the leg.
Yeah, the legs will be sticking out. And the whole frog would be in their mouth. They go crazy over there. Yeah, I didn't eat that.
Right. So what's a regular? So what? Obviously, you can get sushi over there. So, but what's a regular meal? Like they eat a lot of rice.
Yeah, a lot of rice. Like they do like beef bowls. They do like beef and rice, or like fish
chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. Yeah, just regular stuff like that. They eat they eat pretty clean. You know what I mean? They don't have like a lot of. Unless it's American, but they don't have like fast food and things like that. Okay. So it's pretty clean. Right. Yeah.
Student in school. So what type of student were you?
I was the one who is smart, very smart, had a lot of potential, but very social. Yeah. Yeah.
You jacking around.
Yeah, for sure. As soon as I get settled in and I find some homies, we're cutting up, for sure, 100%.
Right. So you mentioned earlier, you're a big player, but you were a little player back then. So you always kind of been into girls, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. That was always my thing, was just being smooth, being cool. You know what I mean? I love females, so I used to write girls letters and shit. Right. I played sports with the homies, but I wasn't like a jock. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be good with my words and shit. So yeah, definitely.
So being young and courting the women, trying to come up with, like you say, you're not an athlete, so you have to find a different way to approach them.
Yeah.
Did that help you become the writer in music that you are now?
I don't know. I think maybe like it just helped my confidence like while writing.
Right.
Because like I had something to write about. Like I wasn't always trying to be like the toughest out there. I always wanted to mix some shit in like for the ladies. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think like just knowing what women like and talking to a lot of girls, like not even just trying to date them, just talking to them on a friend level, just figuring out what girls really like.
Right.
Like that definitely is an advantage that, I always had.
You said you wrote love letters.
Yeah.
Do you think any of them still has those love letters?
Oh, for sure.
They gonna put them on. They gonna put them on for sale.
They better just show people like them shits is real. Yeah, hell yeah, they better. I used to say, yep. My letters was very valuable,
Right.
Even back then.
You mentioned that you played sports with the homies, but you didn't play anything that was organized like basketball or football or baseball.
I played a little bit for like school and like for the base or like for the youth center and shit like that, but it was just like on and off. It wasn't anything serious. I've never been to no camps or nothing like that. It was just like natural, just fun shit.
But you like sports.
Yeah,
you just didn't play them competitively like that.
Right. I played up to a point to where everybody else got good as and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna
go get over here and do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna do music. And also I started seeing like breaking their legs and shit like that in school. I was like, man, I'm not trying to be in crutches and shit like that. I'm gonna go write a rap.
You mentioned that your parents got divorced at a very young age. What type of impact, Wiz, did that have on you?
I think it was probably better for me.
Really?
Yeah, because my parents are really two strong personalities.
They argued a lot, huh?
They just, they're better apart. They're just way better apart. And like, I was able to have a really good relationship with both of them. Like, I have a great relationship with my dad and my mother. And, them might have been in jail if they stayed together. So yeah, I'm glad they broke up.
Having been a kid with divorced parents, what type of advice would you give kids that if their parents, because sometimes, like you said, it didn't impact you, and you realize that, you know what, I think I love both of you guys, but you guys are much better apart than you are together.
Right.
But some kids don't take it like that. Some kids hold that against one parent or the other.
Right.
Sometimes they blame the father, sometimes they blame the mother, and they carry that with them. What type of advice would you like to give kids that are going through parents are divorcing?
Man, it's cloudy because you really don't get to see the results until later. And a lot of the times, I would say, like, you just got to give it time because you never know, like, you might have a father who can't really be the father that he could be while he's in a relationship. And you might have a stronger relationship with your parent while they're not together rather than them being together, but you really don't know and you can't see it that way.
Right.
And you don't see it from their perspective
Right.
of like what they are and aren't able to do, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship versus out of a relationship. So as long as, the love is still there and everybody's like, I'm a very responsible parent. My parents are responsible, but they went through shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They needed time to grow.
Right.
So, you got to give them that grace and kind of, just rock with them, bro.
Wiz, sometimes you see parents where one parent try to turn the kid against the other parent.
Right.
And they would say, and it's maybe not like, oh, it's your dad.
Yeah.
Or it's your mom.
Yeah.
Well, what did y'all do? Are you hungry? They're saying things to try to contaminate the kid's mind to feel some type of way about the parents. But I'm getting from you, your parents didn't do that to you.
I think naturally they had like little bickering situations and shit like that, but they tried their best to stay away from that shit.
Right.
Like they did their best to stay away from it, but they really didn't with each other. Like, so it was hard not to, like, you know what I mean? But I remember vivid conversations of my dad being like, no, I'm not gonna talk bad about your mom. Like that's not what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Like you're gonna make certain decisions, you're gonna see things on your own.
Right.
But I'm not gonna be the one to like sit here and tell you that shit.
Yeah, we're not gonna kick it.
Yeah.
That's your mom.
Yeah.
But we
Exactly. Respect your moms, love your mom, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And then vice versa from my mom too.
You mentioned that your dad got you a studio. And so how old were you when you fell in love with music that you decided that, you know what, I think this is kind of what I want to do?
I was like 13.
Okay.
And I was just like freestyling with the homies and shit. But I really felt like that was my thing.
That was your
like,
calling.
Yeah. I'm like, I think I'm pretty good at this. And I want to like just see where it takes me type shit. And my dad was just like, yo, if you serious about it, I'm going to get you some equipment. And you learn how to use that shit, man. That's what it turned into.
How helpful was it that you had parents that believed in your dreams? That they didn't, hey boy, you go into school,
right?
You go to college, you go get an education,
right.
You go get a job,
right.
And they say and you were like, this is kind of what I want to do. This is my passion. This is what I really want to do when I become an adult. And they were like, okay, this is what you want to do. I'm gonna get you some equipment. I'm gonna get you some studio time. Let's see where it takes you.
Yeah, it helped out a lot, man. I think it was everything for me because it just allowed me to create freely,
right?
And I didn't have to go up against anybody's word or anybody not believing in my dream. They always believed in me from day one.
Right.
Just creating the music. They were like, okay, if you're making music, cool. Like, keep doing it.
Right.
If you love it, we'll see where it takes you. There's no guarantees, but they always were just with me, like, always. Like,
you know, where sometimes parents try to live out their dreams through their kids.
Right.
They want their kids to go to college or this certain college because that's kind of where they wanted to go. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
They want them to play a sport. They want them to become a doctor. They want them to become X, Y, and Z. Clearly, your parents were in the military, and that's not. But to have the forethought and say, well, this is what this boy want to do.
Right. Right.
Let's just support him and see where it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
What type of feeling did that give you? Because a lot of times kids suppress what they really want to do trying to please their parents because they don't want to let their parents down.
Right, right. I think my parents would have rather me do something a little bit safer. So there is the, go to school, do this, be responsible, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, they were like, this is what he loves. Like, clearly this motherfucker going to sleep, doing this shit, waking up, doing this shit. I had quit all my sports. I wasn't hanging out with my friends.
Okay.
I wasn't doing nothing.
So you was really serious about this now?
Yeah, I was just in the studio all the time. So they couldn't tell me shit. It was like, I was going to do it anyway. But they trusted me a lot. Like, even just working in different studios with people, being away from them a lot of times. It helped out a lot. And then, going to shows, booking shows, early days, stuff like that. My mom was right there with me, like, driving me there in my dressing room, making sure that, everything goes the right way. So it was a lot. And it could have went different ways. I don't know how other people's support system is, but it helped me out tremendously.
What advice would you give parents that maybe are raising a child that their ambitions are different than what the parent's ambition is for the child?
I think that whatever your child shows interest in, the more you show interest in it with them, the further they're gonna go.
Okay.
And I just think that just translates everywhere, whether it be sports or music or dance or film, whatever it is. If you show the same interest in it with them, even if you don't know shit about it,
right,
it's going to help them grow.
Right.
And hell yeah.
You signed a record deal when you're in high school. Did your friends know? Did the school know that you were that into it? And did it change once I found out that you were?
Yeah. For me, everybody knew what I was doing. I was always Cam. Like, that's my real name, Cameron. So it's just Cam. Cam be rapping. Like, that's what Cam does.
Right.
Like, Cam gonna be a rapper. He think he gonna be a rapper.
Okay.
Everybody knew that. I was in a couple magazines, like, while I was in high school.
Okay.
And I sold my CDs in high school. Like, I would walk around selling my CDs and shit. And there are people who still have those, like, the CDs that
They
I
worth
sold.
something now, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. They just be taking pictures of it and putting it on Instagram. I'm like, damn, nigga, like, that's some classic shit right there. So, yeah, everybody knew I was doing what I was doing. And it didn't really change much because where I'm from, like, nobody has seen nothing like that. So It wasn't like I was
I don't really know a whole lot of rappers out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. It wasn't like I was, like, Hollywood. Like, nobody was really checking for me. I was just, like, doing my thing. So it was really humble beginnings for sure.
How did you get discovered?
I got discovered by being in the studio in Pittsburgh. Just my talent recording. E. Dan, who's like my mentor, and there's a couple other guys around, Huggy and Chad. They introduced me to Benji. Benji had been in the industry at that point, but he's from Pittsburgh. And he took a chance. He signed me to his independent label, and we basically just worked my records from the time I was 16 till about 23. And in between that time, I had a record deal at Warner Brothers, and then that record deal went away. And then I came back around the second time, and that's when I more or less reinvented myself and kind of found my personality, found my thing. Right. And then that's what you see now.
I read you were an artist in development for 7 years.
Yeah.
Do you believe that's what's missing from today's artists?
Is it what's missing? No, it's not what's missing.
Okay. What do you think's missing?
I don't think anything's missing. I think
they're just different.
Yeah, they're different, and everybody's doing what is good enough for them, or what is going to keep them in the game for whatever. But those 10 years of artist development is the reason that I'm where I'm at in my career.
Oh, so you believe that's why you've had the longevity?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, hell yeah.
So what is a development? What is an artist development? So what are you doing during that time?
A lot of promo runs.
Okay.
Staying in a lot of shitty hotels, not getting paid. A lot of drops. They give you a book this thick. Drops that you got to, yo, what's up? This is shout out to DJ Power One on on the weekend cruise with yeah, you got to do that this many times. That's part of it.
Every radio station from California to New York and everything in between.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas, San Antonio, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, all of that. So yeah, you do that. A lot of working with, different artists, writers, producers. I've never been in any writing camps, but it was a lot of songs that I recorded that nobody's ever gonna hear because they were just like me, just testing me out, just getting me ready, working with people, or they might have liked the record for somebody else and gave it to this artist, and so there's a lot of that. Yeah, I would say that's mainly what artist development is shitty hotels and promo.
What's up, guys? It's your favorite unk here, Shannon Sharpe. I want to let you guys in on something. I'm proud to be a Row partner. And today we're talking confidence, because confidence isn't just how you walk into the room, it's also about how you handle business once you're in the bedroom. You know what they say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. That's where Row Sparks come in. Row Sparks is a 2-in-1 prescription treatment designed to help you get stronger, harder, fuller erections that dissolve right under your tongue and hit the bloodstream fast, working in just about 15 minutes on average. That means more time for the good stuff and less time for waiting. And let me tell you, Sparks keeps you in the game for up to 36 hours. You're ready to go for round 2, 3, or even in the morning after. Plus, Sparks makes it easy. Everything is done 100% online. No awkward conversations in the doctor's office. If approved, Sparks shipped straight to your door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Sparks on reoccurring plan. To find out if the prescription Row Sparks are right for you, connect with your provider at row.co/Shay Shay. That's row.co/Shay Shay for $15 off your first order. How did you find your voice?
I found my voice through the internet, like YouTube, Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, when Twitter first came out, I was really big on that. And still, I still do use social media. But social media allowed me to just get my personality out there, and then whatever my agenda with my music was that wasn't being understood like in the record labels, you could understand it like through social media, like, oh, that's why people like him.
Right.
Yeah.
In the 2010 XXL Freshman Class, you, J.Cole, Big Sean, Nipsey, OJ the Juice Man, Freddie Gibbs, J-Rock, Fashawn, Donis. Boy, that's a hell of a class.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a class.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go back and look, you think, damn, boy, I'm in here with the heavyweights. But you were named 2000 Rookie of the Year by the Source Magazine and TV. That's the hottest.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not in like when you come out, I'm coming out, I'm doing my thing. Whoever else come out, hey, bless your heart.
Yeah,
but I'm doing me.
Yeah, definitely. I was that guy. Yep. Heck yeah. And I was smiling the whole time. I was cool with everybody, but I was definitely the standout of my group.
Yeah, because think about it. You beat Nicki and J.Cole.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, that was cool.
When you look back, and I mentioned these names, I don't know if you had ever heard of them prior to this, or did you ever have in contact with them? But when you look at these names, did you think, like, you coming out, you like, I know you always hoped and prayed that this moment would be here, but did you think the other members of that class, like all you guys were going to be household names?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think it just all happened like in its own time, because like we were all competing for the same shit at
Yes.
the time. So it's like you said, Nicki, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Nicki now and Wiz now, you don't say them together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we come from the same, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's why she's at where she's at in her career, because she learned the same things that I learned back then. And we all have our time. Even Kendrick, like Kendrick was...
He in the 2011 class, and I was about to ask you that.
I was saying he's under us.
Yes.
And he was on tours, you know, where he was opening up. But you see Kendrick now, it's like he's doing...
Yeah, he ain't opening up for nobody else anymore.
Hell no, not even
He ain't opening up
close.
no more.
So it's like, yeah, we come from a really, really, you know, solid class. Like, we did our thing.
Yeah, y'all put that thing back to back, because the 2011 class, it was Kendrick, Meek, Mac Miller, Big Crit, Lil Twist,
Yep.
YG, Lil B, Diggy Simmons. 2016, you got Savage, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, Kodak Black, Denzel Curry, G Herbo, David East, Little Dicky, Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
Bro, there was a stretch from about 2010 to 2016
Yeah, for sure.
that y'all had that thing on lock.
Yep. 100%.
But when it's so, man, it's like, Wiz, how do you be different when you got so many heavyweights and you got so many guys and young and women that's letting songs off? How do you stand out? How does Wiz make sure his voice is also heard when you got so many dynamic guys and gals out there?
I think there's enough space for all of us.
Okay.
I think every one of those artists that we named has their own fans and what they look like.
Yeah.
You can identify each of those people, be like, you're a so-and-so fan. So there's enough space for all of us. To
8 billion people in the world, we divvied up. Okay, there's 40 of us.
Yeah.
You take a couple of 100 million and we still good to go.
Hell yeah. Yep, for sure.
Nipsey Hussle was a part of your XXL Freshman Class. I read that it was true that you made Nipsey start smoking blunts and start smoking with papers.
Yeah, he did start smoking blunts for a minute. He was smoking papers. Man, yeah. We had all of that stuff is on camera too. Like, there's so many like really good moments of back then that we documented, and it's on the internet and on YouTube and stuff like that. So you get to see like our real come up. Like it was really, really fun coming up in that time and just chilling, but still like making legendary moments and shit like that. Yeah.
Do you remember your last conversation with Nips?
I do. I got him drunk as hell. I think he threw up in the pool. Yeah, so it was cool.
So let me ask you this. Obviously, you know, you're smoking right now. Is that to calm your nerves? Or you smoke? Because Snoop said you and him, y'all the two, and can't nobody deal with you and Snoop.
Yeah,
Snoop say he think he can get you.
Yeah, I mean, on certain days.
So let me ask you a question. What does that do for you?
Weed. What does it do for me?
You just like it? Does it relax you? Does it put you in a better mood? Does it put you in a better space?
I just love smoking weed.
Have you always?
No, I didn't always love it. Like when I wasn't old enough to like understand or function off of it. But when I got to the point where I could, you know, function and smoke weed, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like everybody can't function off weed.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah.
Because just like everybody can't, sometimes you have like what they call a functioning alcoholic or a functioning somebody that does something.
Right.
But you are like, this is normal for you.
Oh yeah. It's normal.
Since you started smoking weed, have you ever gone a day in which you didn't smoke?
I have.
What's that day like?
It's fun. Because I'm usually in like Dubai or something.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia.
Right, because you can't take it, you can't have it over
there.
there.
Smoke over there. But like, if I'm here, I have no point not to smoke.
Right.
Like, there's no point in not smoking.
Right.
I can go hours without doing
Hours.
it. Yeah.
So when you wake up in the morning, you roll up like, oh, thank you, God, let me see another day.
We're not like that.
Are you for real? You serious?
Hell yeah. I light up first thing in the morning. Hell yeah.
J.Cole was a member of your XXL class. Do you like the criticism? He's received some criticism because obviously he fired off one. Kendrick K-Dot came back, fired off. Cole says, I'm out.
Yeah.
And he caught a lot of criticism, say, hey, bro, no, you can't do that. That man sent for you. You got to go for him too.
Right.
You okay with him buying? I said, no, I'm good. I got better things to do with my time.
I think, shit, how do I really feel about that? I think there's like two versions of it. Like in hip hop, like according to the rules of hip hop, like no, hell no, you ain't supposed to do that. But in real life, you can like take some shit back that you said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I said that. It's like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. It takes a bigger man to be like, I actually don't want no problems.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So in real life, I with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But in hip hop, you're like, nah, you got that man said.
Well, I'll let other people do the hip hop thing.
Have you ever gotten to a battle? I don't say this in no beef. They battle rap because this go back. The first battle rap I remember is LL and Kool Moe Deep.
Right.
And it's been coming up ever since then. And so, but I don't think long as we keep it on wax, we good.
I used to have the battle coming up, like just in the city.
Yeah.
You know, because it's really competitive. And then you get dudes from one side and they're like, oh, this blah, 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 and they got to say some shit. And then you retaliate, you say some shit back or whatever. Or like there was like an era where we would physically like get in front of each other in battle too. So I've been in battles like that and I had a lot of diss me because I'm cool as shit, you know what I mean? And they just want to take cheap shots, but nothing past when I got in the industry because everybody with me. Like, even if you don't like what I stand for or whatever, I'm still the weed guy. I'm still cool. I'm still laid back. I'm still a ladies' man. So you don't look cool by dissing me or coming at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can have whatever problem personally, but like nobody's ever like really stuck their neck out and like said, yo, I don't with Wiz Khalifa, because that sounds stupid.
But the biggest thing in a while, I don't know if we've ever seen, like, because it dominated the headlines for the summer. They were talking about it not in just hip hop and soul magazine and not in just soul and urban radio station. This thing had taken a personality of its own.
Right.
And that's Kendrick and Drake. And you're the first guy that you're the first person I've actually had that's in the industry. So when you heard it, what went through your mind?
About time. I'm tired of acting like they cool with each other, man.
And when you know they're not, huh?
Yeah, man. Like, that's cool to me. Like, just speak how you really feel, bro. Like, f it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, about time, yo.
Did Drake take it too far? He's suing the man.
Nah, I mean, that sound like a Drake move to me.
Damn, well, but see, the thing, what I'm confused by is that so many people came for Drake, and especially some of the guys that I thought Drake was cool with because he had done music with them, he had been on their albums, he had been on his.
Well, he's a musician and a businessman in my eyes. So it's like if he's not in the public eye winning, you know, musically, he's going to get a win wherever he can.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's a smart thing to do. Like, in my opinion, like I think they're playing it exactly how they're supposed to.
So you think this was orchestrated? You don't think this is they got real beef? Or this
I don't think them with each other at all.
Wow.
I don't think none of them like each other.
They tolerate each other, but they don't get down with each other. Huh?
It's just how the industry is, and like all of that's coming to an end now, and it's all like kind of like spilling out, and you're getting to see it. But this is also like wrestling as well. So the same people who are arguing can be like cool instantly. So it's like don't get too caught up on like, you know what I mean, the animosity part.
But
they'll be not them, but in general, people will be hugging later.
I think the thing was confusing for me is that I didn't think it would become to a situation where it evolved into a lawsuit. I thought we were talking about stuff. And I get, look, I understand from Drake because, like, bro, you called me a pedophile. Now you got people looking at me sideways. Now, you might be effing up my money with businesses because nobody wants to be associated with things like that. But are you surprised that he took it to a lawsuit?
No.
Really?
No.
Come on. I wish we ain't never. I can see if he stole his beat or his track or something, or he copied, but sampled one of his tracks, but not this.
No, I'm not surprised.
Damn. And here's the thing, because what you're telling me, as I'm listening to you, if I hear it correctly, is kind of like what when Cat came on and said what he said, he opened what comedians already knew to be true, that a lot of us don't get along with each other. But Cat brought it to the forefront. You're saying, yeah, there are a lot of people that don't get along with each other, and they've been faking, they feel like they buddy. But what K-Dot and Drake did, they're like, I want everybody to see. Right. We really don't F with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They gonna ever be cool again?
I can't speak on that personally because I don't you know, I don't know. I'm just from a fan perspective, so I don't know.
There was a lot of what happened, okay? K-Dot had the summer of summers.
Yeah.
He got named. He's going to do the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Obviously, Lil Wayne's from New Orleans.
Yeah.
You got, Cash Money. You got No Limit. So you got Juvie. You got 504. You got Master P. You got Birdman.
Yeah.
You got all that. And what was your take when you heard that K-Dot was going to be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show?
I thought it was dope. I didn't put two and two together about the whole New Orleans thing until I actually heard Wayne comment on it. And it was crazy because Wayne really don't comment on nothing.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, so when he did, I was like, damn, he really took that personal. Not in a bad way, but that affected him. And I'm like, dang, maybe they should have tried to incorporate a Wayne or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just, I don't know. It just made me look at it a little bit differently. But I can never take somebody else's moment from them either. You know what I mean? It's just one of them situations where you just, to me, I just look at everything. I'm like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think Lil Wayne is looking like, damn, how much consideration you gave us.
Yeah.
Because when I look at it, Wiz, I think what happened is that the Super Bowl when it was in L.A., and you had Dre and you had Snoop. So now everybody assume if the Super Bowl come to your hometown and you got a hot group from there.
That makes sense.
But when it was in Atlanta, they had Maroon 5. Maroon 5 ain't from Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know what we got down in the A.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of them up there.
Yeah.
We didn't even get Gladys Knight, I don't think.
Yeah. They could have had T.I.
Yeah, you got T.I., Luda, Jeezy, Future. Babyface.
Yeah, no, for real.
Usher ended up getting his come up last year in Vegas, but so I think that's the thing. I think the thing is that, and we know what Wayne is.
Yeah,
Wayne is Wayne. So there will be no Weezy, there'll be no Baby, no Hell Baby, there'll be no slander going on because we know what this man is.
Yeah.
But I think K-Dot took it as some type of way because he said, ain't nobody really congratulate me but Nas. And I think Wayne took it as a shot. He's like, look, let the sleeping dog lie.
Yeah.
Let the Giants stay where he is.
Yeah.
Because I don't want no problems. Don't nobody really want no problems.
Yeah. Yeah, not with Weezy. Yeah, that was crazy because it's I'm always the type of person where it's you should be able to speak your mind. So K-Dot feel like ain't nobody step up.
Right.
He could say that.
Right.
And Wayne could say that he's pissed about not being there.
Yeah, two things can be true.
Yeah, exactly.
K-Dot didn't get the love and support that he thought he would get from the community.
Right.
And Weezy could feel that he was slighted because he's from New Orleans, he's a mainstay, and he should have been getting an opportunity. Now, that's not to say that Kendrick won't invite him up and do something. That's not to say that won't happen.
Right.
But I think Wayne is probably thinking bro, I'm big enough to headline this thing.
Oh, hell yeah. He's definitely thinking that. And he's thinking that he knows the right people, that them people didn't look out for him. Right. So he's not even looking at Kendrick crazy. It's what's up with the people who put this together?
Right.
Why aren't y'all,
looking out for me?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be like that.
As a former NFL player, I know a thing or two about high performance, and that's why I drive the BMW 7 Series. This car has everything I need. It's big enough, comfortable enough, and luxurious enough to meet even my high expectations. When I'm behind the wheel of the BMW, I'm not just driving a car, I'm driving legacy. What I love most is the precision engineering, cutting-edge technology, and unmatched style. Whether it's spacious interior, the powerful engine, or the smooth ride, BMW makes sure every detail is on point. I trust BMW to deliver the ultimate driving experience, and I know you will too. So why wait? Head over to BMWUSA.com. Check out models like the sporty X3, the all-electric i4. Build your dream car today and join me in experiencing luxury and performance that only the ultimate driving machine can offer. Do you remember the Super Bowl? I think it was in Dallas, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh.
I do. That was in the 90s.
No, that was 2000. I think that was 2011. It was 2010 season, 2011, when the Packers ended up beating the Steelers in the Super Bowl. And you had
what the hell?
You had.
Oh, you talking about for Black and Yellow?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Because Wayne recorded Green and Yellow.
I erased that from my memory, dog. I was like, yeah, that was the 90s. Yeah. That never happened. I erased that.
If the Steelers get back to the Super Bowl, you cool to do another black and yellow?
They could just use that one. Just run that one back up.
They don't want you to update that thing with the new.
That song went #1 when they was scoring all them touchdowns.
It
I
did.
think we went undefeated that season.
Yeah, y'all. I don't know. No, I think y'all lost to like 3 or 4 games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Y'all
y'all
was like the last couple games. We didn't lose for like 10 games or something like that.
Y'all.
And black and yellow went #1. We went to the Super Bowl. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But if we go again, nah, because like the way that shit is today, like how TikTok and all of that stuff is, they just bring the old song.
They gonna bring it back?
Yeah. Yeah, bring that old one back.
What did that song do for Wiz? Is that the song that put you on the map?
Yeah, that song put me on the map. That song made me a household name. That was my first #1. Yeah, so that one proved that I could perform on a mainstream level and sell singles, because not only, had I had mixtape success and had I, done really well for myself, like independently and on touring, but now I got a freaking #1 record.
Right.
So it's like, oh, this dude is on fire right now.
What made you make that? What made you do that song? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard you say the song was about a car.
It's about a car and it's about my jewelry.
Okay.
And it was about being from Pittsburgh, because like even you see right here,
Yeah,
like
black and
my
yellow.
logo is black and yellow.
Yeah.
So it's like hometown pride.
Right.
And that was my main thing. I was like, if I'm gonna get a single, I can rap about whatever the hell I want to. I was like, but I want my first single to be about like where I'm from. I just thought it was the right thing to do. It was like some hip hop shit to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like classic hip hop shit. It's like just rap where you from.
Right.
So that was my first single, and that's what I did.
Steelers this year.
Yeah.
Russ goes there.
Yeah.
Hey, they doing good.
They flicking that joint.
They going to the Super Bowl this year?
Hell yeah. He's fucking crazy out there, bro. Yeah.
You gonna be in attendance?
Fucking right. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be waving the towel. Like this.
Mike Tomlin had never had a losing season. And hold on, did Cowboys take your song and made We Them Boys?
They did. But they didn't take it. They just started scoring touchdowns and saying We Them Boys. So I'm like, all right, cool. Now I got 2 anthems.
But they not.
What, them boys?
Yeah, they not.
They are.
No, they not.
I mean, like, kinda.
You see their record?
All right, man. Don't.
Hey, Wiz said that.
I
Wiz
need them
said
to
y'all
score
not.
much more touchdowns. Every time they score, the song gets played.
Did you see AB, Antonio Brown, said he would come back and play for the Steelers for free? They broached that subject to Mike Tomlin. Mm-hmm. Mike Tomlin just said the thing. He turned to walk off the stage.
Yeah.
You ever met AB?
Not in person.
Would you want him to come back and play for the Steelers?
He's an amazing athlete.
Yeah. I don't know, after a couple of years away from the game, I don't know if he can come back and pick up where he
might
left
be
off.
one of those special motherfuckers, just like never, you know what I mean? Like
Always in shape, always ready to go.
Yeah, like drinks Pepsi before they go. Like do athletic shit.
Right. Wiz Khalifa Day, 12/12.
Yeah, yep.
What's the day? Day is the couple of days after.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah. So this video is going to drop a couple of days before. What does that mean for you?
It's pretty dope to me because my granddad got me that day. He's not here with us no more. He passed away last year.
Okay.
But he went to the city and told them that they should have a Wiz Khalifa Day, and they worked it out. So, you know, that's really significant to me. And then it's really just about like getting stoned and chilling at this point.
To have a city
to
back you and give you your own day.
Yeah.
That has to, as a kid growing up in Pittsburgh, did you think something like this was possible?
Nah. And even like now, I don't be tripping on Wiz Khalifa Day. I probably should make more of a big deal about it.
Yeah.
I will eventually, but
Right.
like now I just leave it up to people. But like, you know, as time goes on, I think I'll embrace it more and turn it into something that like the world sees. So it's still in its beginning stages.
So 12/12, are you trying to get 12/12 not just for Pittsburgh, but they're going to be other states, they're going to be other places?
Oh yeah, it got to be. Yeah, it has to be.
So you want it to be like 420?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Worldwide, everybody.
See you again. Did you think it would be what it became. I just checked, it has 6.4 billion views on your YouTube page.
Yeah.
YouTube pay good. I know that thing. Them checks be looking good, huh?
They are.
When you were doing this song, did you have any idea that this song would be this?
Hell no. Not even close. I had no idea. None whatsoever. Yeah, no. No clue.
So they ask you to do this song.
Yeah.
And you go into obviously, Paul Walker has passed.
Right.
There's going to be significance to this song.
Mm-hmm.
You do understand that, but
it was right when he passed.
Yes.
So he was like filming for the movie, and they were like, something happened, we need to do like a whole little redirection, and you're going to be a part of that. So they're like, this is the last scene of the movie. They're like, he's in the movie, but we're like generating his face on a couple scenes.
Yes.
And this is going to be one of them where it's going to be him like riding off into the sunset, but it's going to represent his departure.
Yes.
I was like, God damn. So I'm like, you know what I mean? But they were like, they told me that they had so many other writers on the song too. There was like, I don't know, I can't even name all of them because I don't think it's legal.
Right.
But there were so many other writers on the song and artists that they wanted to be on the song. But by the time the movie had come out, it was like a week before the movie had come out, they were like, we need to finish the song and we're going to shoot the video and we just want you and Charlie Puth on there. They was like, everybody else we don't want, so you need to write another verse. So I just quickly like came in there, I watched the scene for the second, because I already did the first verse just based off of like what they told me it was going to be like.
Okay.
And then for the second verse, they were like, okay, watch the scene and then, write it based off of that.
Right.
So I watched the scene, I just wrote my verse real quick, recorded it, we shot the video the next week, and then it comes out with the movie and shit, and it's just supposed to be a soundtrack song. But like soon as it got on the radio, I don't know how long it took to go number one, but it went number one and it stayed number one for like 13 weeks.
12 consecutive, it peaked at number one on the Billboard's Hot 100 for 12 consecutive weeks.
Yeah.
Received Diamond, 14 times Platinum certification, earned 3 Grammy nominations, the most streamed track today on Spotify, reaching number one in 95 countries worldwide.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, I never knew that. I never knew it was going to do all of that at all.
So, so you never met Paul Walker?
Nah, I didn't.
So your only time ever seeing Paul Walker was that video when they showing you clips of the movie, and so they're asking you, because you said you had already wrote one verse, and they ask you to come back to write another verse as they're showing you of him driving off in
the car. Just departing. And like you said, I hadn't met him before, and the way that I wrote the first verse was just based off of a conversation that we had where they were like, this is the vibe of it and this is where we want you to go. So I had to like think about personal experiences as well as, what was going on at the time, just to make it all make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't want it to feel too like forced or anything like that. Like, I wanted it to be real. I wanted it to be, and that's what surprised me too, because it was so damn real.
Yes.
I'm like, this shit is real as these are like real ass bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now they're telling you, did you feel pressure? Because they're explaining to you, this is a movie, this is an iconic movie with, I think at the time, maybe it was like on the 5th or 6th when he passed away. So you understand what's at stake here. You understand who Paul Walker is and his character, and he's beloved.
Yeah.
And they come to you, and you just look at the scene. You had conversation with them. You had already wrote a verse, and you look at the scene of him driving that car off. And you get the writing. How much pressure did you feel?
I didn't feel any pressure at all. Because I think everybody, it's unfortunate that Paul Walker lost his life and his legacy is always going to live on. I met his family and stuff like that. But
what did they think about the song?
They love it. They loved it. From day one, they loved it. But I think like See You Again connects because you can tell like everybody goes through those losses, and you can feel that in those verses. And I've taken losses, and you know, I've felt, you know what I mean, personally what that feels like. So to be able to channel that through the music, tell his story, help his legacy live on, and also connect with other people who go through similar things, you know, that was my main goal, and that was what I knew I could do just through my personal experiences. And I'm glad that the world, you know, gravitated towards it like that.
What did that song do for Wiz?
That song turned me into a global superstar. Yeah, Black and Yellow, household name, See You Again, global superstar.
Is when you do a set, is that the song that you always close with?
I don't close with it.
You don't close with it?
Yeah, but that's how you know we getting close to the end.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody always said don't close with your biggest song.
Okay.
So yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Now, you can confirm or you can say I don't got no comments. Now, I read in our research team, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, 50 Cent, Eminem, Wale were all originally supposed to be on the song.
Yep.
50 said See You Again was originally developed for M.
I could see that. But yes, all of those names, definitely, they were all on there.
You know what, Wiz? You know, a lot of times where, you know, like this song was written for this artist and this song was written for that artist. And I had this song in mind for this. And when you hear it, I don't know if somebody could have done it justice like you did that song. That might have been that was your calling, that was your purpose, that song.
Bruh, whatever God did, he knew
sprinkled something on you.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But that was proof that he knows what he's doing for sure.
Yeah, man, that was. So from there, obviously now you a household name, Black and Yellow, household name. Everybody in America knows you. Mm-hmm. See You Again, everybody in the world knows you. Now there's a windfall of monetary and fame and adulation. So now, what does Wiz do? What does Wiz buy? What is the one thing like, I get whatever I want now. Let your boy go get that right there.
Shit. I don't know. I always have money.
But See You Again brought it a different type of money.
Yeah, it did. But I was like, you know, I always have money.
You didn't do it. You didn't like, damn, I got the #1 song on Billboard for 3 months.
Nah, I didn't do that.
You didn't just like.
I was making smarter business decisions
Right.
at that point.
Like invested in.
Yeah, I was investing.
Right.
I was like, I went on tour that year, so we definitely put money into a tour and
Right.
made money off of that song
Right.
being a huge song.
Right.
So I made more money. That's
Right.
what I did with my money. Yeah.
But I did see where you say in a video that you say you don't like Cybertrucks. What is it about Cybertrucks you don't like?
They're ugly. They're ugly as shit. Anybody who says they're not ugly is fucking
Can't
lying.
say I disagree with you, Wiz.
Bro, that shit's ugly. They're probably cool as hell on the inside. And that's too, like, I'm like not getting in the car because
Right.
I don't want to be like, oh my God, this shit's cool as fuck in here.
And did you get one of them cars, huh?
Nah, yeah, exactly. Because it's like, I could get one, but it's so ugly.
What's the best gift Wiz has ever given someone?
The best gift that I've ever given someone, a child.
That really don't take a whole lot, Wiz. We'll get back to that in a minute. What have you learned about money? Because you mentioned that like you've always had money, and I see you invested in this company, and I think the company is worth over $1 billion. You invested in the what is this, gin?
Yeah.
You got Khalifa Kush. So obviously you're doing right. It's not so much just, I mean, you got jewelry, but you understand that, one day Wiz ain't gonna be able to rap.
Right.
And
well, no, I'll always be able to rap.
You gonna be like a Mick Jagger and
Bro,
what's the
George
other,
Clinton is 83 years old. He's still on stage smoking weed, directing his band.
what's the guy Rolling Stones? He's up there too.
Oh, not what's that boy name?
Yeah, but they gotta be in their late 70s, Wiz.
Yeah, but George Clinton looked good.
Yeah,
I like seeing George Clinton on stage.
but how did you learn about money?
Yeah.
And because there have been a lot of people make a lot of money.
Yeah.
It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. Mm-hmm. How did you learn? did you see from others? A wise man learns from others' mistakes. A fool has to learn from his own. Did you see some of the pitfalls that some of the people that were in your position had gone through, and you're like, I'm not gonna make those mistakes?
I think it's a combination of like wanting good advice and having good advice. Because a lot of people don't want somebody to tell them what to do with their money or how to manage it and shit like that. I'll spend it whenever I want, blah, blah, blah. But me, I might have some crazy ass dreams, but I'd be like, financially, does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So like, a lot of, there's a lot of people from our community, a lot of they don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, they just want to buy it right away. And I had that point in my life, and luckily I made it out of that. You know what I'm saying? I was in my early 20s, and it was like, yo, if I see it, I like it, I'm gonna buy it. And it, it just takes growth and maturity. And some of us, we reach that point earlier than others do. Right. But for me, I always seen my money as an opportunity to make me more money. Like, even if I buy a chain, it's so I could look good. You know what I mean? Like, because if I'm like a bummy rapper, nobody's gonna want to book me. Right. So like, hopefully, this however much I spent on my chain is
I'll make it back.
I'll make it back. I'm gonna do some videos. I'm gonna look cool. That's gonna give me some views. Then that's gonna sell me some tickets. And then eventually it's just all gonna promote the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it to like be in the club or to be the coolest guy ever. It's really, it all goes back into something. And you can buy studio equipment. There's a lot of things that you can buy that
will make you money.
Yeah, that'll make you money. So it's like, on top of having fun, buying cars and, houses and shit like that. And that's another thing. Y'all need to stop renting all them houses and shit like that. Like, it is not cool to have a house in here and over there and over there. Like, get one spot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And own it.
And own it. Save your money, bro. Like, a lot of fools just be like blowing their money on dumb shit. Right. Just because they see somebody else doing it. I've never been that type of dude. I was like, spend your money. You'll be broke. And I'll be looking real good. Like, I make more money every year. Like, there hasn't been a year yet that I made less money
than the previous year.
I'm doing all right, bro. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, I want to keep it that way. So it's like, you got to have good habits and shit like that. And just stop looking at everybody else.
Investing. Yeah. You mentioned investing. How did you learn about investing?
I learned about investing just through my business management, really. I learned that my lifestyle could make me a lot of money if I just put the money in the right places. And there's a lot of opportunities that come up, and there's a lot of things that people talk about on the low that you can get in on early before it even becomes something. If you have money, just take a little bit of that money and put it off into something that can make you a little bit more money.
Right. That $250,000 or $500,000 you gonna spend on a car, invest it in something.
Boom. Bruh, you'll come up so good in 5 to 7 years. Yeah. If it's a good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And everything doesn't work.
Everything ain't gonna hit.
So you might put a little bit into this one, you know what I mean? So you just figure out what makes the most sense. Yeah, yep. But I learned that through having good business.
You gotta have the right people around you.
Yeah, yep.
I had Carlos Miller. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
And he said, man, the best weed he ever had was Khalifa Kush. You want to show the camera?
It's the best weed in the world. Camera.
Let me see.
And this is, wait till you see how much I'm smoking. Open it up. Right here in the front.
Oh, you got no magnet.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
This got to be a month supply.
Nah, I'm going to run out in a week.
A week?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, God. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
That's like a little Christmas tree in there.
Yes. Can y'all see this?
Yeah.
This man said this will last him a week. I'm weak thinking about it.
Yes, I see you trying to knock one off into your pocket, trying to shake it so it falls in your pocket. So go ahead, take that, man.
Nah. This interview will be over.
You don't got to use it now.
Let me ask you a question. So how did you, did you ever think that, because weed used to be so taboo. I mean, people have lost careers, people have lost, not only professional careers, endorsements, jobs, good job, doctor, lawyer, whatever, families going to jail. Yes. I mean, people in jail for for weed,
Yep.
and now it's a multi-billion-dollar business, and everybody knew it was. As soon as the government can find a way to tax it,
Right.
they're gonna say, "Yeah, bring it on."
Yeah.
And here you are. Did you ever think smoking weed you could ever make money smoking weed?
I did, man. I used to make money smoking weed before he was allowed to make money smoking weed. But yeah, I think like the way weed is now, it's nothing how it was before I got in the game.
Right.
So I like to think that I had something to do with it.
Yeah, because it's cool. Look, you and Snoop, you
Yeah.
guys, Snoop is as big an icon that he's one of the most recognizable faces, recognizable names, but he was able to stay true to himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I smoke weed. What y'all want me to do? Get up here and all of a sudden, I don't smoke no more? No, I smoke. You the same way. Like,
Yep.
bro, I smoke weed. Take it or leave it. And everybody's like, man, that's weird, man. Hey, we'd be cheaping.
Yeah.
We cool with it.
They cool
Snoop,
with it.
we cool with it.
Yep. Well, Snoop brought me into the game the right way.
Yeah.
He gave me the pass, and I think just him being such a OG and like
Yeah,
a real, you know what I'm saying, solid individual, he wanted to see me, take this as far as I can by being myself. He never was like, yo, Wiz is the next Snoop Dogg. But if you think of weed, you're gonna think of Wiz and Snoop and like Bob Marley.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that's really good company to be in.
Yeah.
And all around the world, just to go to Thailand and see weed shops on every corner, and just to be sitting in a restaurant in France and they'd be like, yeah, go ahead, light up. I'm like, dang, bro, like we came a long ass way, man.
Sure.
And that's what it was really all about to me. It's not about like flexing or, I love pot, you know what I'm saying? I don't even try to get the whole world high, but I just enjoy the benefits of it. And the more that people just see the good side of it, and if you can smoke it and enjoy it, and hell yeah. But that's all I really
help with your
want.
eyesight?
Yeah, sure. Totally.
I will have to wear glasses no more.
No, it's like, it's like LASIK. You just wake up seeing better, bro.
You know what I've known Snoop probably 30 plus years. And the only thing, and he's one of the few people that when you meet him, he makes you feel like he's known you for 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I love what he did, because a lot of times, and I can just speak to us, is that we don't want to see us, because if somebody might be, he might be trying to do better than me. I ain't telling him ish.
Right.
But that's not what Snoop did.
Exactly.
Snoop pulled you in and said, bro, hey, you smoke. Hey, do your thing.
Yep.
I'm here to help.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love that about Snoop.
I love that about him too. He did the complete opposite of hate on me. He made a movie with me. He was like, nigga, I'm kidnapping you. You coming to LA, we making a movie.
Right.
And he embraced the hell out of me, man. And like when he heard Kush and Orange Juice, he was like, bruh, this remind me of like my old shit. Like just he was like, you don't remind me of Snoop Dogg. He was like, but just the way you kicking that shit and just the vibe of it. He was like, bruh, like I haven't heard nothing like this in a long ass time. So he was really into it before people were making comparisons.
Yes.
Like letting him know like what my legacy could be. But then he started hanging out with me. He was like, oh, this motherfucker's a rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we really developed a bond, and like we've been on tours together and we made movies together. We've done so much stuff like branding wise together, like helping each other grow. Or it's like, damn, bro, like I wouldn't even know what to do without Snoop.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know. Snoop say, he say you gave him a run for his money though.
With the weed?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I have to. I'm the young lungs. I be working out and all that shit, so like I got the young lungs. Yeah, exactly.
Dispensaries, obviously weed has become legal, but there's not a whole lot of, or if any, black that own dispensaries. Would you like to see that change?
I would like to see it change. I just want to see the business change.
Okay.
Because a lot of black-owned businesses be like, well, a lot of black-owned weed businesses be like selling pounds to like in the streets, and it's like you can't that up.
No. You got to do the right thing.
Both. Like you got to do it the right way.
Correct.
It's like when the homie comes to you and asks you like for peas, you got to be like, no, we don't do it like that. Like blah blah blah.
Yes.
Like you
By
know
the
what I'm saying?
Yes.
By the books, and you have to go through a process. It's going to take a little bit of time. You got to have to deal with people that you might necessarily not want to have to deal with, but there is a way to present it because in the marijuana industry, it's not black or white or anything. It's green.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah, like for real. So like, come on in. Like I would love that, but I would also love to see our black-owned dispensaries do it the right way for longevity and to stay legal and to stay. You know what I mean? There's like small little rules that okay, you can have a dispensary, but you can't smoke in here. You know what I mean? You can't smoke around the dispensary.
Right.
Gonna light up and test it out and figure it out and then
when they come shut you down, and
they're like,
mad.
oh, you don't like black people. It's like, no, we told you can't smoke in here, and you did.
Right.
So like, come on.
And also, we got to get out this habit. Black owned don't mean free. I mean, people thinking, are you black? I'm black. Hey, let your boy get that.
Yeah, nah. Black owned means support your boy.
Yes. And not just by wearing it. I mean, buy it and wear it. Don't have me give it to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what I get. We sell merch now. It's like, hey, send me the hat. Send me this hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I got to pay for that.
Yeah, I got to pay for that. This isn't promo.
But obviously, I don't know how many people know that you're in Liquid Death, but I'm probably sure they be asking, hey, man, hook your boy up with some of that water. Hook your boy up with the hat. Hey, get your boy some of that weed.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I mean, that box will cost you, what, about $500?
What, this?
Yeah.
Shit. More than that. These pre-rolls is like $50 a piece.
And how many in there?
200.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, no. I can't smoke. I can't smoke. Is that too much?
I'll send in a case of water.
You say it's $200 in there and $50?
$10K.
Yeah.
10K for that?
Yeah, yep.
And that's only gonna last you a week. Oh, that's gonna last me the whole year. I ain't smoking but one. I'm smoking one of them a day. I ain't like half of one of them a day. Oh no!
That's what I'm saying. I'll send you the case of water. We'll be good.
Yeah. Give me one. Man, I ain't know that thing costs like that. We cost it. So, but that's some of the more expensive because that's like top of the line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All of them don't cost that much.
No.
Okay.
This is like the designer weed, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got like the Ferrari and Lamborghini and weed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah, I think I might need a Honda.
Yeah.
What, you got the Honda weed? You got any of that?
Hey, we'll pull a Honda up for you, man. If you need it.
Liquid Death. How did? Because Ronnie, I did an interview with Ronnie, and Ronnie probably drank like 3 cans while we were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get involved with this?
It was something like right before COVID. They just came to me and were like, we're looking for investors and people to, kind of be the face of our company. Like, we don't have too many people. We're this, we're that. We started up, we did this, we did that. And I was like, it sounds all right to me. And they're like, we'll give you this and it's free water forever. I was like, free water? That sounds cool. But more than that is like building a company of like, it's edgy, like,
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, water in a can.
And that's what their whole thing when they told me, there's like a lot of people don't want to touch us because of our marketing and our branding. There's like, but we're not changing it. They're like, that's what we think our selling point is. The same shit that people hate is like the reason that we feel like people's gonna love us. And they're like, we got this, we got these flavors, we got this whole plan. I'm like, sounds good to me.
Right. Oh, they got flavored water too?
Yeah, we got flavors, we got sparkling water, we got iced tea now. We got smaller cans. Yeah, we doing it big, man.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, it was just something that they brought to me as an idea, and we went full in on that shit.
Is there a particular strategy that you use when investing in a company?
Yeah, I usually don't take as much up front, but I usually take ownership of the company.
Right.
Yeah. Like if I can get a piece of the company for helping blow it up, we can work. And I work with PFL, I work with a lot of different people where it's like
with Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, I use my influence and my expertise. And, you know, we're more of partners than it is like a licensing or like me just working for them. You know what I mean?
A partnership.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So the PFL, Professional Fighters League, that's like the UFC, correct?
It's MMA.
MMA.
It's mixed martial arts. Yeah. And shout out to Dana. Like, we're not like,
y'all not
I don't hate Dana White.
Right, yeah.
But it's mixed martial arts.
Right. So how did you and Kev get into, how did you and Kev decide to come in on this venture?
Just through living the lifestyle. Kev works out as well. And I don't know if you ever seen him hit mitts, but he's like really good with the hands. So when you dive into it more than just like training for, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
For aesthetic purposes or for health purposes.
Yeah, like you kind of, you know, meet people, and then he's very influential, you know, through his movies and his comedy and everything like that. And with me, just through music and weed and just culture, those types of companies are always looking for people to, you know, take their business to the next level.
Right.
Yeah. And it brings people on because, like, after me, Jake Paul got involved with the PFL as well.
Right.
So it's like, you know, we're expanding just throughout, you know, generations and influences as well.
Well, what'd you think about the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight?
I think it was smart for them to do that fight. I seen a couple clips where it looked like Mike held back a few punches.
He did.
And as a fighter, I know when a nigga hold back some punches.
Right.
And I was like, damn, he could have
Cleaned it.
He could have took his head off.
But if it's true that Mike couldn't throw the uppercut,
I don't know what was true, but there was an overhand
that he pulled back.
Oh yeah, he pulled that joint for sure.
Because he'd have showed it'd have been over.
I mean, Jake is tough, so I don't want to say that it would have been over.
He ain't taking that.
I don't want to say it would have been over.
Where's the shot that?
But it would have been a different fight had Mike thrown that motherfucker full on. We would have seen a different fight.
The two punches that have the most impact is the uppercut and the over, because you can't see it.
Yeah.
The uppercut is coming from underneath. Yeah. I'm looking at you and boom. Yeah. The overhand, by the time you realize it, it's too late.
And he's like trained just to naturally throw that. Like,
yes.
After he does a certain movement, it just like follows. And I seen him kind of wind it up, but he like pulled it back. I was like, that was nice of him.
Yeah, and plus, Mike is known for the combo, body uppercut.
Yeah. I love Jake, so there's no like Jake slander going on here. Like, I love how he sets his fights up. He's an entertainer. People could talk as much shit as they want, but they still watch the fights.
Correct.
So
what did they do? 60 million, 70 million on Netflix?
Something million.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Something D million.
Hold on. Jay Glazer said, the only person that hurt him with a body shot was you. When did you get into mixed martial arts?
Like 7 years ago.
What made you decide to do that?
I just stumbled in the gym, bro. Like, just walked in there and never left.
Were you fascinated by it?
Was I fascinated? Nah, not really. Like, it wasn't even nothing that I seen myself doing. Like, I just walked into the gym, and you know what it was? It was more like the community to me. Like, you know, I felt really like welcome. I still do feel welcome by the fighters, by the trainers, by anybody who's like willing to give off that information. I met some really, really cool people just through my fitness journey, and like that just showed me something like bigger than the physical aspect of it.
But Wiz, you do realize most MMA fighters, they ain't got bread like you.
True.
You came in there, you got bread.
Yeah.
And to go and to want to subject yourself to that type of training.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not going, hopefully you don't ever have to use it, but I don't think that's why you went in there. You, like you said, you was on this fitness journey.
Yeah.
You kind of liked the community that the MMA that it entails.
Yeah.
And so you like, man, I feel a part of this.
Yeah. But I think like being a martial artist is like a lifelong thing.
Really?
You don't have to have a reason to be a martial artist. Like,
you want to get a black belt?
I'm gonna have a black belt eventually. Like, I do taekwondo. You keep practicing jujitsu. Muay Thai, they don't really have like a belt system. But, you know, as long as I keep practicing, I'll be like considered, you know, a black something. But it's like the majority of black belts, like, they're not competing or they're not like walking down the street like saving the city or anything like that. They just have their training in their back pocket. And real martial artists, they train every day.
Yes.
And MMA is mixed martial arts. So even Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, they're all martial arts. You know what I'm saying? So I consider myself a martial artist and training every day.
Right.
Yep.
Do you want to do a celebrity or MMA match with somebody?
Do I want to do a celebrity MMA match with somebody?
Who you calling out? Hey,
I wouldn't call out nobody because nobody's as tall as me. Nobody really like moves how I move. So it's like,
is there any celebrity or entertainer that does MMA?
There's a lot of entertainers that do MMA, but they don't do it on a high level.
Right.
They do it like on an entertainer level. You know, they're not really like getting black eyes and shit like that. Right. And like in a real MMA situation, whether it be like Muay Thai, I would do kickboxing more than boxing. I wouldn't just do hands. Right. Because I got long ass legs. Like, why not be able?
You want to use them.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know anybody who wants to get kicked in the head by me. No. Yeah, I don't. Would I do it? Yeah, but I just don't think anybody will want to do it. Right. Like nobody in their right mind is gonna be like, this nigga 6'5", $180. Go ahead, kick me in my face, knock me out in front of everybody. That's.
I read that you got into it because it helped you gain weight. You was like when you started. How much did you weigh?
$140.
At 6'5"?
Yeah, yup.
You're a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, I was little.
And then you got the training, you got hooked.
Yeah, yup. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Was it the same kind of rush you got when you started rapping?
Was it the same rush I got when I started rapping? No, it wasn't. Because when I started rapping, I just quit everything. It was like in the studio all the time. This is like a different point in my life where it's like I can balance it with everything. It taught me like balance. Okay. And it's like, you know, I could be in the studio for this amount of time, but I want to make sure that I get my workout done as well. So it's discipline. It's not the same.
Oh, that's what it taught.
Yeah. It's taught me discipline.
I went shopping yesterday. I bought you a gift off Amazon. I think you're going to really like
this. I was there the whole time.
Yeah.
There's a gift sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, we got... Oh, that's a little punching little thing.
Yeah. So you because you say you can work on your hand. Yeah.
Nice. That's a good idea, man. Thank you, bro.
I got you.
Thank you. This is really nice.
It's a desktop or a punching bag.
That's
help
cool.
You train. While you're in the studio, you know, you want, in between, you get somebody, give them a 10-minute break.
I'm like, who's this company? I might need to buy them.
I like that. But I see a lot of rappers. I see Gunna. I see Offset in the gym. They're posting POVs.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love seeing the homies working out, man. I think we all inspire each other. 2 Chainz be working out.
Yep, Chainz.
There's a lot of artists who work out. Jim Jones is one of the original get fit, you know what I'm saying, rappers.
Is that the new wave guys in the gym
definitely,
now? Because before you guys
definitely.
Because Pac, rest his soul, he was abbed up and ain't do no working out.
Yeah. I think he was hitting some workouts.
You think, okay.
Yeah, he was hitting some burpees or something.
Okay. but Pac was small though.
Yeah, exactly. I think now it's like just more into fitness. Like before it was like, you know, I just wanted to smoke weed and get fucked up. Right. But that part of my life is, you know,
you still want to smoke weed, but I want to do other things too.
Get fucked up. But it's not the main goal. It's like, you know what I mean? There's other things to life. And I think like people are starting to figure out like, you know, they've done like studies and shit and they're saying there's more people going to the gym than going to the club these days. Right. Which is cool. Like I'm cool with that. I like that.
Have you gotten in the gym with any of the guys? Have you seen any of them in the gym? Do they do anything? I see them working out, but I don't know if they're in the gym like what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I want to take them through like one of my workouts. Yeah, that's my invite for the rappers. Like, right. Come do a Wiz workout.
Who do you think would be able to go through a MMA workout?
I want to speak positive and just say, you know, all of my...
I don't know, Wiz, because that type of training is different. Yeah. You might train one way, but somebody that doesn't train that way and they put you through theirs and it makes you feel like you have a workout.
Straight up, like any of them just coming straight in there, like
Ain't gonna work.
Pause. Anybody walking straight into the gym, like just off of doing whatever you're doing, and you're walking straight into the gym to the workout, you're getting killed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna murder you. For sure, 100%.
Because if you lift weights and don't do cardio, the cardio aspect is gonna kill you.
Yeah.
If you do cardio and don't do the weight components, the weight component's gonna kill you. And then when you combine the two,
you're dead. If you got any type of workout experience, you might make it through one of those.
Yeah.
But like it's gonna with you for sure. So yeah, I would just say, you know, just try it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like it because it's a challenge. So anybody who really want to get challenged, they would be like, all right, cool. But we don't like take it easy on anybody to the point where it's like, you can't do this, you can't do that. You got to try to do same.
You got to try to do everything.
Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance into a single elimination in-season tournament, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Las Vegas. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVE for new customers to get $150 in bonus bet if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Ryan Garcia, people thought Ryan was trying to use you as a pawn as he shook your hand on camera after the racist rant. Did you know about the racist rant before?
Yeah.
You cool with Ryan?
I am cool with Ryan. First of all, I don't know if that was really him saying all that racist stuff. Second of all, he ain't the first person that said that shouldn't have been saying that I shook their hand.
Right.
So I ain't tripping on Ryan.
Right.
He ain't cool with me. He ain't call me
he did?
He said he didn't call me.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Owning labels. You own your own label, Taylor Gang Entertainment.
Yep.
Having been in the business, I think it's probably easier for you to own a company because you understand the inner workings of said company and how the business actually works. Mm-hmm. And you can tell the guys, it don't work like that.
Right.
Because, you know, sometimes people have a preconceived notion of how they think the business works or how they think it should work when you've actually been in the business and you know how the business works. Mm-hmm. What's the hardest thing to try to get artists to understand as they're coming in and they're new and you've been at this thing for 20 years?
I think the hardest thing to get them to understand is like, let me think on that. I think the hardest thing to get them to understand is like the process of getting to that big point that they're trying to get to. Because when you're an artist, you think everyone is it. You're like, this is the one, this is it. And then you just start to figure out like by number 10, you're like, oh shit, like that wasn't it. Like, but even on number 10, you still think it's the one. Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell an artist, like, this might not be it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put your all into it. We're going to do everything that we can. But if it doesn't, like, blow up or take off or put you in a $5 million house, it's not because we're not on your team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just ain't it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because everybody thinks they're going to be the next Jay-Z, the next Wiz, the next Snoop, the next...
And they think everything that they do is going to be that thing to do it for them. Nobody, and that's a good thing, because if you're an artist, you want to be confident. Like you don't want to be like, oh, man, this might or might not. You be like, man, this is going to get me the up out of here. But you got to be ready to deal with it. Not
if it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of don't know how to deal with that, and they don't know how to keep riding it out if that doesn't happen immediately.
Is it hard to manage rappers that want to rap, but they still want to be in the game?
It's not hard for me because I don't do it. I would never.
Because once they come to you and says, okay, if you coming to do this, we're going to do this. Yeah. Now, if you try to do this and that, you can stay over there because I don't want no part of that.
You can't do that. You can't do that with me at all. There's none of that. Yeah, because there's no 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like, the other one is going to outweigh the other one. The bad one is going to outweigh the good one. You know what I mean? You're not going to get $1 million and be like, okay, now I could stop like doing what I was doing.
Right.
You're going to go to jail and you're not ever going to get the opportunity to reach it to where you were supposed to be doing what you were supposed to be doing. Or it's going to set you back so far that you're just fucking up your chances by gambling. And I don't gamble like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather like, you know, take time and build something up and, you know, just work at it. Like, instead of like trying to have both. Like, I don't do that. So, nah.
Are you doing something with college athletes?
Oh, well, I had done a few NILs.
Okay, how did it go?
It went really good.
Okay.
It was like low-key like some of the first little situations, and it like, you know, it did a lot for the artist. I mean, for the artist. It did a lot for the athlete and, you know, for what we were promoting.
Right.
So it was a good little thing.
You signed Juicy J, Ty Dolla $ign. Why do you think they trusted you? Because I think because everybody's heard these stories, Wiz, about the music industry.
Yeah.
And, man, I got had.
Yeah.
Man, I made like $4.42 on my first album.
Yeah.
And the album did $10 million.
Yeah, nah, hell no. I think at that time, not even at that time, but just in general, like, we have such a influence, you know what I'm saying, of like what's cool and what's not cool. And, you know, Ty working on his music for a long ass time and just needing that platform, not really needing, but just that platform being there, you know, just took it to the next level. And Juicy already being a legend and just having a reinvention, I think it just all like just had to do with like timing and us really being cool with each other, us really f***ing with each other, loving each other's music, supporting each other. And in turn, you know, it created a wave like that everybody through the fans and, you know, everybody got to experience. It still gets to experience.
Ty Dolla, he and Kanye released the album Vultures. If they ask him to get on, you know, ask you to get on Vultures too with him, you down?
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Because I'm thinking like, how do you determine who you gonna rock with on the album?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't.
Somebody hit you up and say, hey, Wiz, we want to get you on this.
I'm down to work with anybody, yo.
Yeah, but 250, 500, what they looking for?
Well, Ty's my brother, so I'm not charging him nothing. Like,
okay,
you my brother, you nothing. If you got a budget, like you said, like 250, yeah, for sure.
I ain't gonna be no rapper there.
Nah, but if like you the homie, so like you get a verse whenever. If you text me and be like, Wiz, I got this song, you send me the song, I'll send it back to you the same night. With a verse on there, ad-libs.
Yeah. I'm about to get up into it.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Get a little liquid there.
Yeah, but I told you I own everything now.
Huh? Whoa. See, I knew it was a catching up somewhere. I read you almost signed Lil Uzi Vert. Why you didn't sign him?
Shit, he signed with Cannon and Drama, but he was like down with Taylor Gang.
Yeah.
And we wanted to manage, like co-manage.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever supposed to be like a label thing because we had brought him through Atlantic.
Right.
And they were always supposed to handle like that side of it. But it was more supposed to be like co-management type of thing. But even just him ending up with Drama and Cannon and Lake and them, like they're still family. So it's like, it's a win-win.
How do you determine an artist that you want to work with, that you want to sign to your label, that you will like want to help grow? How do you determine that, Wiz?
I just go off if I like them or not. Like, if I like their music, usually I'll catch on to an artist's music like before it takes off, so I can see the potential in like the wave or you know what I mean. They might have like a cool little fan base. They got their own little lingo and all of this stuff. So it's like, damn, I could see what that world is and I could see what, you know, our platform can do for that world. That's usually what makes me want to work with an artist.
Are you listening to artists now? Do you like, okay, do people send you a lot of stuff and say, hey, Wiz, take a listen to this, tell me what you think?
Yeah, they send me a lot of stuff and I think a lot of people just off of me being a legend in the game at this point, they're like, I would love to work with Wiz or, you know, I would be signed to Taylor Gang, blah, blah, blah. But I just think the way that the game is set up now, it just makes more sense for artists to really work for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Really?
Yeah, unless you're a writer or unless you already have a complete package and you're just looking to go to the next level and you don't want to do like all the work independently and you're looking for somebody to do that. But my advice for any artist would just be like, just do it all yourself, yo. And if you want to with a legend or if you want to be a part of somebody's crew or some shit like that, you can always do it later. Like
right.
you don't have to give them your music.
Right.
And that I think that's just me being cool because I don't want to take anything away from anybody. I don't want to own anybody's music. I don't see somebody and see, dollar signs, but there's a bunch of talented people who can make a lot of money out there. Yeah.
Do you ever get stuff and like, this ain't it?
Man, these days, there is no such thing as this ain't it, yo. It could be the weakest song ever, bro. That shit is gonna go crazy somewhere, bro. Like, there's 15 seconds in there. So I look at everything like, even if it's not my personal taste, I'll be like, there's somebody who will go crazy to this shit. Like, I see the beauty in all of this shit.
When you did Bake Sale with Travis Scott, how was that experience?
It was cool as hell. He popped up on me at a studio. We were in Hollywood. I think I was in Paramount. And I was just randomly recording in the back, and he had been in the room up front, and he heard I was there. And he just popped in and threw some beats on and, like, started freestyling. I was like, record that shit. And he recorded the first verse, and we got stoned. And he just left, and he left his shoes in there and everything. Like, so it was just Travis Scott's shoes and his voice playing on the thing. Like, everybody's coming in, and they're like, "Yo, is that Travis?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And his shoes is right over there. So it was crazy.
Congrats on welcoming the daughter this year.
Oh, thank you.
How is your parenting skills or your parenting style different than your parents?
I would say that I'm very similar to how my dad parented me, where he was like really calm and gentle. He didn't really raise his voice, but he was stern.
Right. You knew he meant business when he said something.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because military fathers are very disciplined. They're very structured.
Yeah. He's super stern. Like, just as a guy, you know what I mean? Just as a man, he just got this energy about him. And I carry my father's energy for sure.
Right.
And I'm like my mother, where I'm like super cool and lenient. Like, my mom is like very chill. She's like the life of the party. Turned up, music playing, movies on, whatever, like just loud, people over, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm a combination of
them two.
Of both of them. And I would say I'm different. I'm probably, and I give my parents grace because I'm older, probably just due to the circumstance, I'm a little bit more patient than them.
Yes. Old people don't got patience.
Man, like, because my mom would just whoop everybody in the house, like, as soon as something went wrong. Everybody's getting a beating. Everybody's getting cussed out. And my dad was more like taking my privileges, punishment.
Yeah.
You didn't do this. All right, well, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, with my son, I'm like, come on, man. I be cleaning up after him and shit. Like, I be packing his bag for him, helping him out. My dad would have never done that shit for me.
Right.
So, yeah.
Is being a dad everything you thought it would be?
Absolutely. It's everything I thought it would be and more, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because I knew I would love having kids, but I didn't know that I would just like be willing to sacrifice so much for my kids. And there's like a lot of the times where I would just rather, be there with them or be available for them. So it's like certain stuff is like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, or I'm only gonna do that much of that.
Right.
So I can get back to, the shit that I actually love.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, is it true that after divorce with Amber, y'all went to the strip club?
I mean, not immediately. Oh, yeah. No, actually, it was like the day after the divorce was finalized.
Hold up. How you divorce the woman and then turn around and take the woman to the strip club with you?
Because we cool. We just can't be in a relationship together.
Y'all can look at women together, but we can't be together.
Yeah, we agreed on that.
You took your mom to the strip club too one time?
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It was cool. You never been to a strip club with your mom?
No, I ain't going with her.
Come on, man.
Nah.
I told you my mom was cool.
Yeah, my mom ain't that cool.
Didn't I tell you she was lenient?
Yes.
Yeah.
But how is that going? How is that go? I couldn't even imagine going to the strip club with an ex.
Why not?
Man,
I told you I'm a big ass player, man. Don't forget this stuff.
I ain't. But so do women find that like that's your wife, right? No, that's my ex. That's your ex-wife, and she here with you. Or did you get questions like that?
Yeah.
And you like, yeah, okay, Ann.
I mean, we buying each other lap dances.
You're like, come on now, do that again.
Well, really, I give her the money and let her throw the money on
Okay.
the ass. So she got the big stack of money and she's throwing it on the ass, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
She was having a good time, huh?
Great time.
You was having a good time too, huh?
I always have a good time.
So, what city would you say have the best strip clubs?
Houston.
Better than the A?
Yeah, better than the A.
But Houston nice to win.
Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying the A's not cracking, but Houston is like just a different level. Like, you know,
I ain't never been to a strip club.
What?
But I never, not in Houston.
What?
I went to the strip club the first time probably about 5 months ago. First time in about 17 years.
Okay.
I know why I stopped.
Yeah.
I ain't going back.
Yeah.
But Houston, them women.
I need a 17-year break too.
Man, if the women in the clubs look like the women walking down the street,
Yeah.
boy, you got hell on your hands.
They look even better in the strip club.
Huh?
And I mean, it's down south, so they're super nice. Like, yeah, Houston strip clubs.
What?
Top tier.
Was it hard? You and Amber was married. You have a child together. I think Sebastian, her son.
Yeah.
Was it hard? You separate, go your separate ways, but you're going to raise the child together. Was that hard? Or you because you experienced it with your mom and dad and saw how they did it? You're like, hey, they did it. I could do it.
I think it was difficult at first because we were really, tight, like, in our relationship, like, just together. So it was unfortunate that it didn't work out.
Right.
Like, that really sucked. And I think we both felt, some type of way about that. But as time went on, I think we were both really allowed to be, like, really great parents, separate from each other. She's a great mother. She's a great person. I'm a great father. I'm a great person. Sometimes being in a relationship can, like, dilute that.
Yes.
Because you're like, man, you, blah, 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 you did this, you did that. But now that's all we have to focus on.
Right.
And, like, that's really, really, like, positive for us. And we're able to make, like, great decisions based off of that.
What do you think about May saying that you and 21 Savage did y'all best music when y'all was with Amber?
Who said that?
Mace.
The rapper Mace? First of all, I f with Mace. I don't know why he would say some crap like that. Don't be pumping Amber's head up. She don't need no more of that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what he think, if that's his opinion.
Right. Are you open to getting married again?
Nah.
You done with that?
Just the whole, like, signing the paperwork, legal part of marriage. I'm not against having a partner for life. I'm just against, like, the legal side of marriage.
What about the public side of it?
I don't really enjoy the public side of it. Yeah, I wouldn't
subject that person to that?
Not even subject that person to that. I wouldn't take that path for myself, because that's a choice.
Yes.
Hey, I wouldn't choose that.
Right.
Yeah, at all.
So are you cool with dating someone that's not a celebrity? Could you date, I'm probably gonna get killed, a woman that worked a 9 to 5 that's not in the industry, that's not a celebrity, that's not a rapper, that's not an entertainer, that's not...
I mean, like, preference-wise, it doesn't matter what your job or what you do is. So I don't think that determines. But just like coming from, like, a normal background, it's more difficult to, like, have them be accustomed to
because they don't understand your lifestyle.
They don't understand it, and there's things that people think that they're ready for. It's more like we could be at a dinner and 6 chicks can come up to me and want to take a picture with me, and I have to be nice to them.
Right.
Any normal woman is going to feel some type of way.
Correct.
You have to be special and, like, really up on game to be like, let me put my feelings to the side. Let me support Let me not trip on him afterwards. Let me not make him feel guilty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me not insinuate anything. The stuff that normal women would do, because that could mess up my situation, because I don't need that every time I'm doing what I'm doing. This comes with what I'm doing. As long as I'm not being disrespectful, like, you know, smacking ass or anything like that, like, we should be cool.
Right.
And if I can smack some ass, then let me know. Like,
he probably give you the green light at the strip club, not the restaurant. So let me ask you a question. What do you think the time limit is? You're not going to get married, but how long do you think a person should get to know someone? How long should they date before they pop the question?
10 years.
Damn!
Yep.
Well, they better start getting together when they in their 20s.
Yep. 10 years.
Why 10?
Because that's long enough to know the person, the person's family, and the person that you're going to deal with when y'all move in together.
You think that so do you think you should move in right away, or do you wait until you actually married till you move into with that person?
It depends on what your situation is, like what the circumstances are.
Okay.
So some people going to move in right away.
Yes.
Still need time to figure it out. If you don't move in right away, you're going to learn. You're going to have one person when you're not living, and then you're going to have another person when you are sharing things. You're going to be sharing finances. Whoa! Yeah, it gets tricky when you start doing that.
Yeah, but no, you got little finance over here that you let her see. You got the big finances over there that you let the financial people see.
Yeah, all right.
Come on, Wiz.
That woman wants to see everything, brother. When you sign that paperwork, it's hers.
Oh, no. We got a little joint account. We got a little dollars in there.
See, that causes arguments, because they're like, oh, well, you don't trust me with your money.
No, not that much money.
See, that's what I'm saying. There's women who want to see it all, brother.
Nah, they want to see if you sending something to somebody else.
10 years. You don't know what's going on. You're like, this, I've been here this long. It's like, he obviously doing something right.
Right. Great. Let me ask you this. Who are 4 people you would want to smoke with, dead or alive? I'm going to give you 4 that you want to smoke with.
Bob Marley. Malcolm X. Ronald Isley, and you said 4?
4.
Donatello from the Ninja Turtles.
Give me your 4 Mount Rushmore weed smokers.
Me, Snoop, Willie Nelson, and Bob Marley.
That was the list I would have gone with also.
Yeah, I think that's it. There's a lot of great weed smokers like Be Real. I don't want to take Be Real.
Right.
We gotta make Be Real extra place, yo.
Okay.
Yeah, Be Real is on there too.
Wow.
Yeah, Be Real for sure.
You smoke with Michael Phelps. Mm-hmm. I mean, the man won like 1,000 gold medals.
Right.
In swimming. So he got to have some lung capacity.
Got some lungs.
He got to.
Yeah, he got lungs.
Huh?
Yeah. I told him not to inhale the joint, like the whole thing in one, because I thought he was just gonna smoke the whole joint with one pull. But he held it down. He didn't. He's a cool dude though. He's super chill.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a hippie, dog.
Yeah.
Smoke weed and swim.
I don't know how you do that.
We got lungs, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
But they, normally for like holding your breath underwater, not the pool.
Bro, you ever hit a bong?
No.
Yeah, you gotta have some lungs.
But you hit bongs, or you just mainly do that?
I smoke bongs. Smoke bongs, dabs, bowls, joints. I just don't smoke blunts.
Why not blunts? Why you
I
get?
don't like tobacco.
Okay.
Yeah, you can live forever smoking just pot, but like you start mixing the tobacco with it, like that's
that other stuff come into it.
Yeah, that's when it gets tricky.
So let me ask you a question: How many joints you think you smoke a day?
If I could count, upwards of 29.
A day?
Yeah.
There's only 24 hours in a day, Wiz. You got to sleep at least 8 hours.
But I might smoke like 3 back to back. Yeah. Oh, especially when I'm recording. Even more than that. Because I'm just like... I might have 2 in my hand like this.
What?
Yeah.
And you only smoke your product?
Yeah, Khalifa Kush only. At least 10 years, almost 10 years, 12 years.
How did you come up with this combination?
Burner brought it to me. Shout out to Burner, and he
Burner Boy?
Burner, just
Okay,
Burner,
Burner, okay.
from the Bay.
Okay.
But if he's not on the weed Mount Rushmore, he's on the weed what's the equivalent to Mount Rushmore, but not quite Mountie-ish. He's something.
Yeah.
He's legendary.
Right.
He's got like Burner's a legend in the weed game.
Right.
He's pretty much legalized weed his damn self. And he brought me this strain like 10 years ago. He was just bringing me packs like from the Bay. Like we would just always smoke the newest, freshest, coolest weed. And then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just bring you this one. I'm gonna see if you like it. It's not what people are with right now, but I'll see if you like it. And I was like, man, I love this weed. Like it was the perfect weed, and it's been the same exact one since that day. Yeah. So
you like, bro, I like this. So how did you come up? It's like, you know what? I want to get me that, and I'm going to monetize it. I'm going to, market it.
Yeah.
Sell it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, so now Khalifa Kush.
We trademark it, the name, and we get the genetics, which is the seeds and the clones. And, we lock that in a golden case because nobody can get that.
Right. So nobody
gets the original.
Right.
But we cloned it, and then that's where we get everything else. Okay, put this clone on a private jet with 6 armed guards. Just a little weed plant. You know what I mean? You're getting flown to this state so we can turn you into a whole room full of this shit. So that's how it happens.
Do you do cross-pollination?
Well, we do that for the other strains, like the Khalifa Mints and the Violet Sky and the Baby Turtle. They're all crosses with original KK with other plants. So you get other weed plants and you let them Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Who are some of your athletes, stoners of all time, the best athlete stoners of all time?
What's my boy name? What's the dude who quit playing football?
Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams.
You ever smoked with Ricky?
Nah, I ain't smoked with Ricky yet. Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin? You got Rest His Soul, Bill Walton was a weed smoker. Kareem.
He not too big in the weed community.
I'm trying to, Michael Beasley? Lamar Odom?
He not too big. Lamar Odom. Oh, Matt Barnes, that's my name.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Matt, he's one of my favorite pothead athletes. KD.
KD smoke?
Hell yeah.
I ain't know that.
KD's with the weed, bro.
You let him try some of yours?
My weed?
Yeah.
No.
The Boosie Smokeout Challenge.
Oh yeah. We were supposed to do the Smoke Olympics.
Oh, you and Boosie?
Nah. What happened? What you talking about?
Yeah, you going to do the smoke out with Boosie. You, Snoop, Boosie, bring your strongest pack, go 3 rounds with each strand.
Is this recent or is this the old one that he was talking about?
Either one. Are you going to have it?
Yeah, I think we created a group chat. It was called Smoke Olympics. All stoners in there.
Okay.
Everybody got too high and forgot. It's been years. I haven't gotten a message from this group chat.
Everybody will change their numbers.
I'm sure they're still there, but everybody just got stoned and forgot we were supposed to do something.
Snoop says he has a person that rolls his joints, pay him $50,000 a year to roll all his joints. You got anybody, or you just get the pre-roll?
I got this machine, so it's like it's 100 joint roller. So you put 100 joints in there.
Yeah.
And you just dump weed into it, and it just rolls them for you.
And it rolls them to the set amount that you...
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep, it just packs them like, it takes about like 20 seconds. It just packs it all and levels it out, and you just smack it, stuff them, twist them, throw them in a thing. So that you got to twist it. That's the only thing that you just twist the end.
Wow.
Yeah, yep.
Ooh. You said the only time is like when you go overseas, you go to the Middle East, or you go to Dubai, you go to Saudi Arabia.
Right.
You can't have that. So you got to go over there. You're going over there to perform. You're going over there for at least a week.
Hell no.
You go there for a day?
Yeah.
That's it? You fly way there?
Yeah.
So you got a concert. You fly way there, perform, and get back on the plane and leave?
Yeah. I'm not staying there. I can't smoke.
How long do you actually think you could go without smoking? Could you go a week?
Would I want to? No. Could I? I could do anything, dog.
I don't know, Wiz.
I'll be perfectly fine. But we don't speak like that, you know? We speak good stuff. We don't talk like that.
Wiz, I could do it if I had to. Have you ever gone to jail in a foreign country for weed?
Yeah, currently. Like, not for any amount of time, but like they definitely like arrested me when I was in Romania.
And did they take it?
They took the weed?
Yeah.
Yeah, they took the weed.
They give it back to you?
No, hell no. They kept that. I wouldn't have wanted if they gave it back to me because I'm good.
I see, Snoop. Like I said, Snoop has done what you're doing. Snoop has been doing the acting. You want to do more acting?
Yeah, I would definitely do more acting. But I got all these tattoos. You can cover that up, but I'm not cutting my hair. So I'm gonna be limited, with the acting shit.
But then Snoop got hair. Snoop is...
Yeah. So, as long as I can get roles that fit. See, me, I would much rather do like animated shit.
Right,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
voiceovers. Or I could direct, or if there's a role for me, because there are roles that I could play.
Right.
There's things that you're going to see me do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would definitely want to do acting. I want to get into like action stuff.
Right.
That'll put like all my training.
Right. Okay.
to
Yeah.
use, so like definitely like some action shit, some kung fu shit, kicking some through some walls. I want to kick it through the wall, man.
Right.
Yeah.
How many tattoos you got, Wiz?
I'm covered.
You got, so your whole body?
Not my whole body, but
Right.
like everywhere. So
Right.
I got like space for like a couple little things here, but like my upper body is fully blasted. It's like a whole piece, and then the back is a whole piece. My neck fully blasted, arms blasted. So the legs is like the most room that I would have.
Are you planning on getting more?
Yeah. I'm getting my daughter's name. I'm getting one dedicated to Kush and orange juice. I got some other shit that I want to get to.
So where are you on? I see a lot of guys now are going under anesthesia, and what would normally take multiple sessions, they're getting it done in one session.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Is it?
Yeah, that's too much damn trauma to your body. Like, you ain't supposed to, like, you get f***ed up for that long, you gotta heal for that long.
Right.
And it's not gonna be nice, like a big, all that shit.
Yeah, like
healing.
I think, who is that? Zion. I think Zion just got to hold back. I think that got his back or something.
See, that's cool because, like, not cool, but, like, I get it because you probably didn't have a whole back piece or whatever. And instead of, like, waiting for a minute and putting the back piece together, you just want to get the look, which is fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm an OG in this shit, so I'm getting smaller tattoos now. Like, I'm not sitting there for 8, I used to do like 8, 10, 12-hour sessions and shit like that.
With no anesthesia?
No, he ain't getting no anesthesia for that. Like, come on, man. He ain't putting me under.
I can't do that kind of pain, man.
Yeah, but if you don't want to sit there for 8 to 12 hours, then don't get the damn tattoo. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just get one.
Get it in increments.
Get it in increments. Get 3 here, get 4 there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, don't get put under. Because, it's just not a good idea. Right. But if it works, it works. It probably looks good when it's done. But me, I'm not even getting big-ass tattoos no more. I'm getting, like, little shit here and there.
Right.
I be seeing get tattoos over tattoos. I like that, too.
Oh, really?
So I'm going to start tatting over my tats. That's hard, bro. That's hard to me. Like, I got so many tattoos, I'm tatting over tats.
You once sued your manager to get out of a 360 deal. Can you explain to our audience at home that's not in the music industry or that doesn't understand, what is a 360 deal?
A 360 deal is when they manage you, they own part of your publishing, they own everything. They own part of your touring, they own part of your merchandising. So basically you're getting money off of everything that you do. And
so the whole pie, they're a part of it.
Yeah, they're a part of it. And while it may sound cool, where you're like, well, I trust them, as an artist, you don't have to give one person
that kind of control.
That kind of control, yeah, everything. And it's better that you own the majority of your stuff, and the stuff that you want to give out and share with people, you share with them and you allow them for the amount of time that you do it. But to be locked in, you know, doing that forever for the extent of your career, you're not going to benefit from it as an artist. Somebody else is going to benefit from it. And, you know, that works out for that person, but it doesn't work out for you.
You sold part of your catalog, Black and Yellow, See You Again. Why did you decide to sell part of your catalog?
You make a certain amount of money a year off of that stuff, like streaming and things like that. But that over an amount of time, when you account for spending, you'll never accumulate that much off of those particular songs as you would selling your catalog for whatever it's worth. Of course, you negotiate and you make it in your favor, but the main goal when you do that is to make more money off of those songs than you would ever make in your life. In one big chunk. Like, you know, throughout time, you know, and
but you could take that money.
110 years, you'll make 110 million off of that song. But like,
you
if
could
somebody's
take that money,
giving you a check for 110 million,
you can invest it, and instead of making 110 million over 100 years, you can make $1 billion.
Yeah. Or you can do that, make another catalog that other people consider valuable again, and cash out again. It doesn't stop there. So it's like, it's like business. Like, you build a business up to a certain point, and then you give it to people who can take it to the next level or have the time to do whatever, and then you use that money to further yourself. So like, it's like that.
Any projects coming out you want to promote? You want to talk about?
I have a new album coming out. When's this dropping? This is December. Next year, I'm putting my new album out. It's called Kush and Orange Juice 2. It's my favorite album that I've done in a very, very long time. It returns to the original sound that people love me for. And I got in the studio with Mike Will and Terrence Martin and DJ Quick and Problem or Jason Martin and a whole list of musicians, and just really created something that like is musical. There's real people playing instruments on here. And not to like just like brag about that, because it's like when you hear somebody say there's real people playing instruments, you could take it so many different ways. But this shit is jamming, but it's not just like programmed. You know what I mean? Like music, kind of how current music is now. It's a lot more depth and a lot more warmth to it, to where it's an experience, you know, not only into like my lifestyle, but into my taste in music. And it's really, really fun for me to be able to like just show people what the I think is cool, and like, you know, introduce it in a way where they're excited for it because they know what the first Kush and Orange Juice was hitting for. So now I'm coming back with the second one, and everybody's like, okay, cool, we want to hear it. And I fully delivered on there. So next year, I'm going to drop Kush and Orange Juice 2. And we already dropped 2 videos off of there. By this comes out, the 3rd video will be off of there. So we dropped 3 videos off of there. 4 singles, I'm sorry. Khalifa's Home, Hide It featuring Don Toliver, Bring Your Lungs featuring Smoke DZA, and Hit It Once, which is like the ultimate freaking weed song. And there's a video for Hit It Once, and there's a video for Khalifa's Home. And yeah, so keep watching out, keep checking out. It's gonna be a process of me leading everybody into it. I'll be dropping these things called day-to-days on YouTube. You can check my YouTube out. They're like a behind the scenes look at all the cool shit that I do. And that's really all it is. It just shows you how awesome I am. So check out my day-to-days, and the album is coming next year.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, too.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why. All my life, I've been grinding all my life.